Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this deck guide video, I'm proud to present a budget Face Hunter deck that works. I have had some trouble with Face Hunter recently. The old style of Face Hunter just hasn't been able to cut the mustard anymore. It just hasn't been strong enough in contention with all these rogues that deal insane damage and everything. But I decided that I need to look for something else, and I eventually found it. So this is a version of Face Hunter that I was able to win 2/3 of my games. Had a really good time playing this. It's a little bit different. So there's still Scavenger's Ingenuity, there's still Face Stalker, there's still Secrets, but for example I have got Volpertinger from the deck, and I instead have 2 copies of Trampling Rhino. So Scavenger's Ingenuity either tutors for the Face Stalker or it tutors for the Rhino. If it gives you a 7/7 Rhino, then that 7/7 Rhino can just hit into something and deal a bunch of face damage a little bit later in the game. So this deck extends the game a little bit longer than Face Hunter usually does. It's slightly slower, but it also packs a little bit more punch, and that has been something that has been needed to survive in the current meta. The secret package that I'm running currently is Explosive Trap and Freezing Trap, so very defensive secrets. Explosive Trap is by far the best performing secret in Hunter at the moment, just killing those stealth rogue minions, maybe killing some druid minions sometimes. And I have found that I really like Freezing Trap at the moment, just protecting my face, protecting my minions. There are 2 other alternatives. There's the Pressure Plate that I used to run, and there's Pack Tactics, and the secret package is something that you want to modify according to the meta game. But for the time being, Explosive and Freezing seems to work really well for me. Some other unusual cards that I'm running in this Face Hunter deck are Cult Neophyte and Dwarven Sharpshooter. Cult Neophyte is one of my favorite deck cards at the moment. Your opponent's spells cost 1 more next turn, so it just delays stuff that Rogue can do, it delays stuff that like Gibbling Druid can do, it prevents some board clears, so just an overall very useful card for the meta. Because this deck is slightly slower than many of the Face Hunter decks in the past, I have found that Dwarven Sharpshooter deserves a reintroduction to the deck. Sometimes I actually want to hero power into minions to protect my board. And that 1/3 body on turn 1 is also quite an obstacle for opponents to remove. There currently is no full cost Face Hunter deck like this in existence, so I can't give you an exact upgrade guide. Ringless Rifle and Dragonbane would be the 2 cards that I would consider using in this deck, but I haven't tested how to implement them yet. Probably I would cut 1 Eaglehorn Bow for the rifle so that I would still have 2 weapons, and maybe something like cutting a Demon Companion for Dragonbane, but that's still all up in the air at the moment. As for the mulligans with this deck, you really want to get on the board on 1. Dwarven Sharpshooter, Intrepid Initiate are some of your best 1-drops, and from there you're trying to build some kind of a curve. Tour Guide can also be excellent, especially in combination with Face Stalker, so that you can play Tour Guide on 1, then Face Stalker hero power on 2. And if you have a 1-drop, Imprisoned Felmo is also an excellent card. Or if you're facing some kind of slow matchup Warrior Priest, then you can even keep Imprisoned Felmo without a 1-drop. Now, let's go take a look at this budget Face Hunter deck in action. And if you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my Twitch for a live stream Hearthstone. Alright, we can take this hand. And we are up against a mage. Well, mage, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when Face Hunter comes for you? Bad mage, bad mage. Wee. Then I was like, oh my god, wee.
Oh, it says explode.
I suppose I will have to kill that, right? I suppose I do. So the best way to kill it is to use the Adorable Infestation here. I'd also play the Sharpshooter in the middle to play around Combustion a little. This way I get rid of the spell damage minion, so they don't get to do any fancy spell damage things right away. But we'll see. There's still plenty more where those came from. Do I want to draw with the Ingenuity now? I think I will, right? I missed 2 damage, but if I get a Face Stalker that would be great. That's a little less great, I suppose. I can play that one out there. Push 5 to the dome. I didn't want to commit the Sharpshooter because there's some Arcane Explosion plays that will kill both Sharpshooters. Because there's a little world in which I want to kill some spell damage minion from the board. Hi, Krogo. Well, I'm currently 1-0 with this deck. So it's going really well, of course. Adorable infestation time. Let's get some more health on this board. Don't want to spend this, even though this can activate a kill command. No, now that I have now that the Rhino is playable, now that Rhino is available there, I'm fine with just doing this and pushing this damage to the face, because then the Rhino can kill something and trample. Still kind of expecting some arcane explosions or something, but they haven't got a Phoenix on the board yet. So, do they have the spell damage? 6-7 damage here. If I trample with the Rhino, it only deals 1 to the dome. Whereas I could also deal like 7, 9. 9 plus 4. I could deal 13. Then I can't do Rhino and Europa next turn. But if they play any small minions, then Rhino kills them. I think that's okay. They will play some small minions, right? I believe they will. I'm just going to the dome here. Put the mage down to 3 health. So, any minion that has 4 health or less means that the Rhino can simply kill them with the trample. And every spell damage minion, apart from the 0/6 elemental, has less than 4 health. They can't just, like, leave Raz alone there. That's just won't work. They have to play something else. And even if they get the cards to prevent these minions from doing things, then Rhino will just come in and kill them. I will get good. Yeah, they're doing all these things that they think are going to be useful. But unbeknownst to them, but beknownst to us, there's already a lethal setup here. More. 1 angry Rhino. Let's see what we can do. Adorable infestation is nice. Warrior kept everything. That's very, very unnice. We need to get stuff at various health totals on this board, so this is how we roll. But warrior keeping everything is always extremely unpleasant. No, I drew both rhinos. I drew 3 beasts before a single ingenuity. That is not good. This is a hero power turn, isn't it? And this has got to be a hero power turn. That optimizes the overall damage that I can deal. Next turn is face stuck a hero power, and then it's the bow hero power. Or you could coin brawl next turn. Not much I can do about that. But I do want to pull a secret from my deck, so there's always that. Freezing trap? It might work. Remember, this warrior kept everything. They wouldn't keep a brawl against Hunter though, but they could have top deck to brawl. They kept a brawl against the Hunter. That's never correct, but whatever. I lose the brawl. 50% chance for me to win the brawl. This time I end up losing it. I don't have that many beasts available here, so I believe I just need to push with the kill command to the face right now. See about the Eaglehorn bow later. It's not that likely for the warrior to have a rush minion, so they could... the freezing trap would be spent here. Looks like a knife vendor turn this one. Just keep pushing with the hero power too. But I only took away the healing that warrior had last turn. Couldn't even touch the actual health here. But I can't get a big rhino because both rhinos have already been drawn. Is this a bomb warrior? It looks like a bomb warrior to me. Need to muzzle their magic a little bit and try to keep pushing here. But it's so hard to deal all the damage. But if it's bomb warrior, then they might not have skippers. And then I might actually be able to deal the damage. Not yet the time to play a rhino on this board, right? No, not yet.
Let me work my magic.
I might hold back the weapon hit too. Maybe there's some way that the warrior will actually proc the freezing trap. Doesn't look too likely, but it's possible. It is a bomb warrior. Well, that's good to know. How do I do this? Pushing 10 here just isn't enough, right?
Let me work my magic.
Do I need to swing? Puts the warrior down to 5. Is there a chance that the freezing trap can be activated? Maybe there is still a chance for the freezing trap to be activated. They don't exactly have taunt minions there. Next turn I have enough mana to Rhino kill command hero power. Okay. They go to 12. Alright, and that's a win. Trample and hit. Well, Bomb Warrior is easier than any other warrior for Face Hunter. That's the easiest matchup of the warrior matchups. I was hoping for a good game, but unfortunately today we got a bad game here. Every game against Priest is bad, win or lose. That's just the nature of things.
Let me work my magic.
I think I want to coin the infestation there. There was an alternative to not do anything yet and then maybe even like play Ingenuity into. But if Priest doesn't happen to have Penance or Holy Smite in hand, this might work out. Now I will be forced to trade, of course, but that's acceptable. Take the trade, hit them in the face. And then Super Shadows Priest for years. Yeah, well, they had Raza Priest. That was a thing at one point.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Really? Well, you are getting my secrets. It's actually a terrible hand. So that was a good Illusia. I can't prevent this Illusia from clearing my board, right? Can I discover a dragon that I could play? I cannot. So then we just discover the most expensive dragon. Yeah, Illusia, it's there in the Breath of the Infinite. I can't help it. Well, when there are things that you can't help, then you just go face. So Illusia hits and then they play Breath of the Infinite. If I had hit into Illusion and played Breath of the Infinite myself, that wouldn't still not have been that great. Now we got rid of the breath, so then we're just opening up with some stuff here. We get a secret. Okay. Their insight is corrupted now, so it can discount the minion that they draw. Think we more shadow synergy cards. I think they will get some shadow synergy cards though. I will get the freeze. I already have a freezing trap. Okay, so I'm all good here. I'm all good here. I'll get an explosive trap. But I already have a freezing trap for the Karsh. I can do an ingenuity here. And we can hit the priest in the face. Alright, so far so good. Karsh cannot attack. Well, it can attack, but it's going to get frozen. Unless they top deck a Hysteria. That was great. That top deck Hysteria was great for them.
Ah, are you a fan of mine?
Well, I need to keep pushing. I have that Trampling Rhino. If they have a low health minion on the board, Trampling Rhino can deal a lot of damage.
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
Well, now they know I have a Trampling Rhino. It's going to help them. What are these two cards there? Oh, they had a broom. That was wonderful. That broom was truly wonderful. I can get another freezing trap, right? I mean, Rhino is only 7 damage here. But the broom was frozen, so they can just replay the broom. It will cost them 3 mana, but they can do it. They might have a Rhino of their own as well. Dealing 7 doesn't do it. Pulling another freezing trap means that I have... Yeah. I need to pull another freezing trap. Because that will give me a better chance to top deck damage. And I really need more damage. I know they have the 3 mana broom. They obviously know about my Rhino, so they will avoid having any low health minions on the board. Imagine Shadow Orb type gameplay. Oh, they had a Galagrond. And they managed to kill the bigger minion. Ouch. Well, I need to keep pushing. Alright, they're down to 9. I still have that one card from my hand, so could be Rhino, could be explosives. They have the Cabal Acolyte, so they can steal my 2-3. They can't really play the Onyxia because the Trampling Rhino is just going to have a field day. I don't mind that at all. That's totally fine by me. What's going to happen next? If they have found Apotheosis, then that's going to suck. That will just heal them right up. They're only playing big minions. But if Phasmo goes face, that's still going to be enough. Alright, 1 in 3. Does the face move go face? It does not. That's so disappointing. 3 plus 2. And currently they can't heal. And this is guaranteed to pull another Trembling Rhino from the deck. Can't play them both on the same turn, of course. So this one goes over there. And hero power. If they can't find any healing, then they will die to the explosive trap. So they need to get a healing card. There are a couple of cards that can be healing cards. Are any of them healing cards? Randomly generated renew. How about that? That's so unlikely from the Wandmaker. I mean, there's Holy Smites and there's Waves of Apathy. Okay. That's 15 damage. If they don't play a Taunt minion, they will still die to the Rhino next turn. Because they have the Wandmaker on the board. Yeah, unless they have like Apotheosis here. They don't have Apotheosis. If they had Apotheosis, they would have played it. And that's actually also not going to be enough. We got it. We got it with the Rhinos. Yes! Look at that! Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.